Alrighty. We've kicked off the live stream. Let's wait for this to kick off over here. There it is. Alrighty. Want to make sure I could hear myself here. There we go. All right, guys. Welcome back to the stream. So today we're going to do a little bit of production stuff. I moved this thing around a bit. I don't know why OBS is being weird like that. Let me see if I could hide this preview. Or is it because I'm like lagged a little bit? Oh yeah, it's because I'm lagged. Okay, that makes sense. I'm looking at the stream here because I don't have a double monitor, so until I got one of those, I kind of have to do this the weird way, and hopefully my audio doesn't cut out on the stream, which I'm a little worried about. So I might actually move this over here and put this on this end, at least for now, like right there. That way I could see the OBS meters down here. So we are here to do the thing today. We're gonna do a little bit of production stuff. I'm going to be adding some like bass drops, synth stuff, cool stuff that sounds awesome, whatever it is. So here we go. Let me see. Can you guys see the full screen? Yeah, you guys are good. So let's do it. Actually, you know what? I could probably do this over here where I can hide. Yeah, let's do that. So you guys could see my full screen. You guys don't have to see like the whole meters in the bottom or whatever. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, it kind of really doesn't do anything. You know what? We'll leave it the way it is. So, yeah. So let's jump on here and start getting this this stuff going. So let's hear this one time. See if I want to change anything from what I did yesterday. Okay, so I kind of like where that's sitting, really. Let me add some. Let me bring in the good stuff over here. I mean, I'm gonna bring in some splice. Track external software. Let me bring in splice over here. I don't need this stuff. I don't know why Logic even does this, really. Nope. Nope. So let's bring this over here. App. Let me go on my board here. Stream Deck for the win. All right, so let me go to my sounds. I need like a bass drop and some stuff. Let me see. Where's my bass drops? Boom. This is the one right here. You got a pew, and I needed some kind of like a riser. Nice little riser. Wow. Oh, it could be useful. Let's get that one in there. Let's see where we could put these now. I know I definitely for sure want to put one here in the beginning. I'm gonna have to cover it because if not, forget it. Let's see. Boom. Boom. I'll bring that way down. That's close. I like to be more of like a suggestion than the whole, and like a whole thing. That's maybe the bass drum could come a little bit higher. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, that's the good stuff there. Let me see where else this could probably fit. Let me see. Fine there. Kind of want the bass drop there. Kind of helps with that transition a little bit. Who knows you? Good. Alrighty. Alright, so I like that. Alright, so let's get to the vocals. It doesn't really need much production stuff. I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. It's a pretty raw track. Only thing that I did find was that some of the guitars are a little bit off. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do like a monophonic. It's because they're a little bit off, So I'm gonna run through them and try to get them as tight as I can. I think this part's fine. Yeah. These here. Let me see if I could do a flex time rhythmic. Flex time speed, polyphonic. I don't want the effects. There you go. Because I kind of wanted to pick up where. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So, yep, that's where we need it. Perfect. This one I'm gonna get rid of that one. Don't need that one. This is the one that I need here. So there we go. Now she's sounding thick. You know what I'm saying? So let me get rid of this one here. Perfect. Now we're doing some stuff. What's up? Good morning. Jesus. Is it really that time? Is it really that time? Okay, so let me get rid of this one. All right, let me get rid of that one. Okay, cool. Delete these, delete this one. I'm tightening up the guitars a little bit because some of the parts were a little too ahead. And it just sounds a little weird, you know? I don't think that was the purpose. But it's okay. This is what we got to do to make things sound cool. Juno. It's a what? It's a meme? Good morning. It's a meme. Oh, I didn't know that. How am I supposed to know that? Come on. Delete that one. I gotta already see where the problem areas are. So there we go. Dun 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 dun. Like that weird one there. I don't even know what that is. That's a weird one right there. Okay, let's delete that one, that one. You start catching them by eye. Let me get rid of this little one here. Make that somewhere. There we go. Chorus, I like it loose the way it is, so I'm not gonna worry about tying that up too much. Good, we're getting there. Double homicide. What's up, Adam? Double homicide, my boy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this here to here pretty much. Let me see. Let me make this a little bit easier for me to catch right here. Okay, cool. So let me quantize these. These are pretty simply quantized, and then quantize. Let me see how that sounds. See, you hear the zhuzhing, the zhuzhing. Now make this up. Hey, there it is again. Oh, I hear it. Delete that flex marker there. Delete this flex marker here. Delete. By the way, I am going to be making some videos. I'm going to be making some videos that are more geared towards like like mixing certain instruments. So let me know. I mean, I don't know if the three people that are in here produce music, but for the future, let me know what instrument you guys would like a run through of. I talked to my boy Tyler, and we're gonna be doing some cool stuff. He's gonna be editing some of my videos and helping me out with this. So let me know. Let me know what instruments you guys are having issues with. There we go. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, I heard that. Delete that one. There we go. Let me cut this one here. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That one's been quantized. So let's see what we got here. I just like learning about this. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't produce music, but it sounds sick as fuck. Thank you, bro. Dead ass a flute. I've actually recorded a flute before. Dead ass, I've actually recorded a flute. The flute's not really much about like mixing it is actually pretty easy. It's just recording it the right way. I think I used an SM57, but I think more ideally something maybe like a ribbon mic would work better. Never tried it, but I'm assuming so. It's a little bit darker of a microphone, so you don't have those high pitched stuff going on. Okay, so let me get rid of this. Some of these parts sound a little wonky. For the flute, what? For the flute, straight up Jetro tool up in here. Oh my god. Perfect. All right, cool. So let's see what we got here. These are all little chugs. So the ending over here is a solo, which I'm not going to worry about really timing it or anything because it's not necessary. I'm gonna cut all of these back here at the end over here. So I don't need that. I don't need that. Save me noise. Jin, 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 jin. You heard how that faded in? That means that we have problems. Jin, 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 jin. Let me delete that marker. Or actually, let me bring it. See? Man. I was rushed. And that one's rushed over here. It's alright. Little things I gotta get fixed, you know? There we go. Da 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 da. So this goes here. Oh, I heard you. You thought I was gonna run away, huh? The combine of sound, the combined drum sound sounded like machine gun fire. I like that build up. Yeah, man, this is pretty sick. This is all this past year actually. I mean, they're in the chat right now. Maddie, their lead singer, is. So they put the song together. They had an idea for it, and they came to Integrated Media to get it done. Now we're here getting the finalization on their ideas. So that's what we do, by the way. It's not just me who does this. My soon-to-be guitar player of Chasing Stars, he's my drummer now. He's the one that records, so he'll get the idea together, you know, do like the whole track, and I'll come in here, I'll do the vocals, the mixing, and the mastering. So we kind of work together to get things done. But in reality, the song idea is all the band's idea. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, let me make sure you guys can still see me. Yeah, because on my end over here, it looks like the screen's dark. So okay, here we go. So let me listen to this whole ending part here. Ride or die. That solo's so good. I did hear a note in there that was a little bit wonky, so I think I am gonna go in there and I'm gonna do some stuff. Let me remove the silence from it. Let me go a little bit further out. There we go. Yeah, let's fix. There's a little note in there that I'm like, I heard it's like slides a little too quick. So let's go in here and let's fix it. This is the problem with guitar solos. Guitar solos, they have all these weird little slides and stuff. I'm gonna try to quantize it. I don't think it's gonna work though. See? Down. So let me fix that. So that's the part's gonna be a pain in Yeah, I knew that part was gonna be that part was not gonna be fun to edit. When Miguel goes too far. So let's see how we can fix that. Let's see, let's delete these markers back here because that part sounded good to me naturally. Down. There we go. Let's delete these markers. And if I gotta fix them, I'll just add them later. There we go. Right here. That's where it's supposed to land. So there we go. So that should be, let's listen to the solo one more time. Make sure we're good. Perfect. Nothing stands out to me, so that's great. As long as nothing stands out, that's what matters to me. You know? All right, so we should be pretty good on that. All right, so now we can move on to the vocals, which is this is the fun part. What do we have here? We have this. We have a limiter on here. What did I do with these? What did I mangle these vocals on? So let's fix these vocals here. What is this over here? Decapitator. I'll probably end up using that. Supercharger. Nah, I'm probably not gonna use that. And a stereo delay. So what I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't need any of these because Mantra kind of does all this stuff already. So let me just name these. This is gonna be Vox delay. All right. That's box. That's parallel, so we can get rid of that. And this is supposed to be decapitator, but I'm not gonna use that there. I'm gonna use that somewhere else. Actually, the parallel bus is already there. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, let's do it the other way. We'll distort and EQ after. But right now, vocals, we got, I don't know how loud they are, so part of
Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine, but it's always worse for you. You're always complaining.
There you go. This Mantra plugin is super cool. It's made by Neural DSP, the same people that make like the guitar amps, which I use like all their stuff on the instrumentation. And it has this cool thing that when you load it in, it gives you like this equalizer setting down here to just kind of sculpt things, and it helps you kind of like it gives you like a preset, not a preset, but it gives you like a custom EQ that you can kind of play around with that fits the vocal that you're doing. So it's the coolest thing ever. It saved me a lot of time doing EQ, and it's got a built-in compressor, de-esser. I mean, the whole vocal suite is pretty much in here. It is phenomenal. This is a really cool plugin. So if you guys, if any of you guys actually do production and stuff like that, this is a great plugin to get. It saves so much time. And there's only like a couple other things that I do outside of it. Like for example, like I'll show you guys, like when I go in here and I compress the vocals and I EQ them, I don't sit in here and use like the effects on this channel because I want to compress that separate and route that out because I don't want to compress delays and stuff like that. But I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I mean. So
I held on to the thought like it was.
So let's
I knew to only
so let's go to
find.
let's focus on the main vocal. So the main vocal right now, we're using mantra. I'm gonna probably end up tuning it a little bit.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip, how you're always full of it. And when quiet finds.
And it does like all the distortion and stuff, so it's really, really cool. All right, so we got that pretty much compressed. I don't know why I have a limiter on here. Let me get rid of that. Don't really need it.
I held on to
Yeah.
the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine.
So here we're gonna add mantra again, but we're just gonna use the effect version of it. And it's kind of cool because you can also do like some really cool like harmonies and stuff like that, which I will probably end up doing like octave layers and stuff. You said doo doo. Oh, that stands out above the stand out above the crowd. Even if I gotta shout out loud, till mine is the face that you'll see. Gonna stand out till you notice me. Damn, bro, what's up? Getting lyrical. All right, it's good stuff. That's a hell of a lyric. I suck at writing lyrics, by the way. Whenever I gotta write lyrics for Chasing Stars, I'm like, oh god. Music, no problem. I could write the music all day, but when it comes to lyrics, I really gotta think about it. So, oh, this is what I was talking about. So, like, it kind of helps you, you know, if you hit the analyzer, it'll do stuff. But I'm not gonna use the EQs. I'm just gonna use the delays on.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one,
I'm gonna duck it even harder.
so overrated and selfish. What a trip, how you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget. I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, I held on to the thought like it was mine.
Let's see how that sounds.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one.
There you go. And just like that, we got stuff. So
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine.
I do want to duck this a little bit more.
I held
I want to duck this a little bit more.
arranged all I knew to keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining.
Let me see if how I can make this.
And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip, how you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget. I hope
There we go. All right, so the main this chorus stuff, it's pretty cool. I don't like it too much.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all.
There we go. Raised all I knew. So
I held on to the thought like it was Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining.
Let me
He
see.
held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you. I held on to the thought like it was mine.
There we go. Put the volume up. Oh yeah.
But it's always worse for you. You're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip. How you're always full of it.
Yeah, I like those big vocals, big reverb delays. They kind of really help things stand out. So
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to always keep you fine. But it's always
let's get
worse for
the
you.
backup vocals
You're
lined up.
always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip. How you're always full of it.
So for this, I'm gonna use mantra.
Finds your breath,
And it's gonna analyze.
you can't forget.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me play it apart. It's gotta like play the actual vocals.
Like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to always keep you fine. But it's always worse for you. You're
There we go.
always complaining.
So it already EQ'd, and I'm just gonna use it to like. I'm just gonna tighten it up with a compressor.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you. You're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget.
There you go, left and right.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for
There we go.
you. You're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated and selfish. What a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's
Cool.
me you can't forget. I hope I hold you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize
We're getting there.
it all the same. Take some advice from someone who knows the game. Who will read your mind.
Cool. All right, so for the main vocal, I'm going to tighten up the EQ a little bit. It sounds a little too low to my ears. So let's bring this up a little bit.
The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust. The same way you play pretend and let it die in us. I hope I haunt you on all your worst days.
There you go. So now with the vocals kind of sitting where I want them, we're going to add this track over here that's called the Vox Parallel. The song is fire, bro. I know it's sick. It's honestly sick. It's the sickest song that's ever sicked, bruh.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place.
We're gonna do a little bit of EQ here on this end. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. I'm not gonna use that one. I think for this I'm going to use the blue. Yeah, a bit of a faster attack. We'll use the blue on this one. It's already compressed with a distressor on the way in from Mantra, so we don't need that. Although I'm pretty sure there's probably some slight differences from that one to this one, but it's fine.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind the way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust, the same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I haunt you
There we
on
go.
all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place.
I wanted to really like hit that compressor.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So, I don't think that this has a de-esser. Maybe it might. Let me see. It might have a de-esser somewhere here. F-bomb. Ah, DS. There you go. Let's put it over here.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game,
There we go.
who will read your mind the way I've done more than 1,000 times.
We could probably go a little bit more aggressive on that compressor.
May all of your comfort fade away into dust.
There we go. We're starting to get that grit from the 1176.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place.
There you go. Cool. So now for this one, this is kind of a weird track. This is the one that I use for I do like some weird shit on this, and you'll see why. But I add like a really distorted track to give it like that modern, modern kind of like distorted sound on the vocals. So let's fuck around with this. Let me show you guys. I'm going to use Slate Digital, not SSL. I always confuse Slate and SSL. It's SSL. Slate I use for like triggers and stuff like that. I mean, I think I do have a few. Yeah, Slate. Yeah. SSL. Let's use the where is it? X saturator. There we go. All right, we're gonna saturate the shit out of this. So get ready for it.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong
It gets pretty aggressive.
place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game,
Go +6.
who will read your mind
There we go.
the way I've done more than 1,000 times.
That just adds a little bit of grit to that high end to help it cut a little bit more through like the guitars and stuff.
I haunt you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take of your
Okay,
comfort fade away into dust.
sweet. All right, so now that we got that going there, now I'm gonna add those little vocal effects. Those little vocal effects that I was talking about with the
I hope
high octave, low octave stuff. I'm gonna do it over here. So this is gonna be a little weird. This song is in drop C, natural minor.
I hope I haunt you
It
on
sounds
all your
crazy.
worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind.
Let me do a chromatic.
The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust. The same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I haunt you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some.
It's just a blended in. It's not crazy. It's not we're not gonna go. "Wah." It's just a little bit. So I'll show you guys the difference. This is by itself with nothing.
I hope
With it in,
I haunt you
it just
on all
fills it in a
your
little
worst
bit more. Give it
days.
that modern
That
touch,
you
you know.
know you will find me in every wrong place.
That's it. Just a little bit.
I hope I haunt you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind. The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your
See how
comfort
this sounds?
fade away into dust. The same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I haunt you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game. Who knows it like
I've heard this song so many times already.
And when regret is on the fast track, I hope you know that there's no way you could take all this back.
We're gonna mix that guitar a little bit different. I actually could use mantra on the guitar. You know what? I might actually do that. Let's use mantra on the guitar. I know it's a little weird because it's a vocal plugin, but normally when you mix vocals, you kind of mix them the same way as like lead guitars anyway. So let's go with let's throw mantra on here. Let's see what it can do. Yeah. That actually really, let me distort it. There we go. Throw that reverb to the side.
I hope
I'm gonna try the harmonizer on it, but I don't know how it's gonna work. Sometimes you just gotta try stuff. I'm not sure how it's gonna work because there's chords in the solo. So I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's try it. It's not too bad actually. Let me see if I can harmonize the solo all the way through. Let me go like a third down. There we go. Nah, it's not gonna work. There's too many harmonies in it, but what I am gonna do is that I'm going to add a not harmonies, there's too many chords in it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add like a root. Let's add I just want it to be like a root. Awesome. Alrighty. So audio's going good. OBS is doing good today. Haven't had any freakouts on it.
I hope I hold you. I hope I hold you on.
Let me tighten up this note a little bit over here.
I hope I hold you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to overhear what I knew, if it kills you to.
There we go. Gotta fix a little note there, and let's bring this one back a little bit.
If it kills you to overhear what I knew, take some advice from someone who knew you.
Let me just go to the other courses and make sure that note's right.
I hope I hold you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same.
Yeah.
Take some advice from.
Yeah, because that last course was a little bit different. If I remember right, we tracked that one differently because it had a different kind of a vibe to it. But all right, let's fuck around with these things.
I hope I hold you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place.
All right, so let's mess around with this. This is like a telefy effect. I think that we can probably do this a little better. Be honest. I do want to pin the shit out of it. I'm just gonna use, honestly, I'm just gonna throw mantra on here. I do a lot of the same repetitive stuff. I'm gonna keep the decapitator on there. I might use that. Do I need this? Not really. I've simplified my whole mixing process. And ever since I've simplified it, I swear to God, I've never been happier with my mixes. So let me go to mantra. Let's do this. Before I used to have like a whole chain of, which is what you just saw, like a whole chain of plugins doing random shit. And I'm like, you know what? No. Sculpted, your signal, preset curve, sculpted signal. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do over here. I'm just coughing right into the microphone, right? Let me get that low and cleaned up. There we go, we're getting there. Yep. You know what? We might actually get rid of these. Let's get rid of these that I have over here. Let's mute these and see how that sounds. I don't know if I'm going to use...
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's take these plugins out of here. I don't need this.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine.
Vocals take a little bit of work. They're not too complicated, but it's just kind of really repetitive. I think that for this, let me see. Don't need that. Let's bring I need a compressor that's a little bit more transparent for this to put on the bus. I like to really compress the piss out of my vocals. We got an opto, we can use that. We got an LA2A. LA2A might work actually really good for this.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated. It's selfish, what a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget. I hope I hold you.
I think that's pretty good.
All your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the
Cool.
game, who will read your mind. The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust.
I don't like the way that compressor is actually distorting the vocals. So I'm going to use something that's a bit more transparent. Let's go with. Let's try this one. This is I think this is a Neve style opto. I think. Yeah, way better.
Always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one I know is just so overrated. It's selfish, what a trip, how you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me. I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all
Love
I
that.
knew. Always worse for you, you're always complaining.
Perfect. That sounds great. All right, let's add a little clipper to it. And that we should be pretty much done. Then it's just doing a final balance and that's it. Set X limit. Just a little bit. You don't want to go too hard on the vocals because then they start sounding really, really weird. So, for example, let me give you guys an example here.
Hold on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew.
And I mean, like, just
only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you. You're always complaining.
You go too far.
And all of this for one I
it really kills it.
Just so overrated and selfish, what a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me. I held on to the thought like it was mine.
Probably bring the backup vocals down a little bit.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining.
Okay, so the drum. There's a little bit of like nasaliness.
From
going to kill that over here in the mid. It's like 750 around there.
Game. Who will read your mind? The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust. The same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I haunt you on all your worst days. That you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same.
There we go. So that beat was really messing me up. Ugh. What do we still got left in the chat?
Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you, you're always complaining. And all of this for one I know is just so overrated. It's selfish, what a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget. I
All right, so I'm gonna check with the monitors real quick and see how it sounds. Best what? Best producer ever. Jesus Christ. You're so biased, babe. You're so biased.
If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind. The way I've done more than 1,000 times, may all of your comfort fade away into dust. The same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I hold you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game. I hope I hold you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind. The way I've done more than 1,000 times, may all of your comfort fade away into dust. The same way you played pretend and let it die in us. I hope I hold you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me.
Okay. Ew. Okay, there we go. So I just added a bit more low into it because in the headphones, it sounds a little bit different than they do on the monitors. Although these headphones are freaking great. But
I held on to the thought like it was mine.
and just like that, I think we pretty much have this done. So let me see where I'm gonna put these little uh
I held on to the
I think on the last chorus it would kind of fit. I know it's the chorus.
read your mind. I hope I hold you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows yet to overhear.
I think for the last chorus, I think like right there, that's where it's gonna slap.
I hope I hold you on all your worst days, that you know you will find me in every wrong place. If
You know what? Maybe for the second half of the last chorus.
every wrong place, if it kills you
Yeah.
to overhear what I knew, take some advice from someone who knew you.
Yeah. I like how that builds up at the end. I got all these little whisper tracks here. I'm not even gonna mess with them because to me, really, they sound great. What did I use? I used Gamma on this one. Where is it? I just saw it. Oh, it's here. Let me see. Let me activate gamma on it. It might be cool. Those little airy whispers at the end. Let me put this like -10. -10. Love it. Love it. So let me cut it before that little on the guitar. So there it is. And just like that, I think that we're pretty much finalized on this. Let me actually go back to the compressor because I realized on the old video I didn't set this to the magic ratio.
I held on to the thought like it was mine. Arranged all I knew to only keep you fine. But it's always worse for you. You're always complaining. And all of this for one, I know it's just so overrated. It's selfish, what a trip. How you're always full of it.
There's a little hiccup here. There's a little hiccup here, and I don't like it.
So overrated. It's selfish, what a trip. So overrated. It's selfish, what.
Let me see where that fits right.
So overrated. It's selfish, what a trip.
Man, not good.
Oh, it's just so overrated. It's selfish, what a trip. How you're always full of it. And when quiet finds your breath, I hope it's me you can't forget. I hope I hold you on all your worst days. That you know
There we go.
you'll find me in every wrong place. If it kills you to realize it all the same, take some advice from someone who knows the game, who will read your mind. The way I've done more than 1,000 times. May all of your comfort fade away into dust.
I think everything's everything's sounding pretty big. I think that's pretty much gonna be it for this one, guys. The next stage is gonna be like probably be mastering it. I don't know if I'm gonna do that here live though. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the legit stuff. Tomorrow I am going to be taking a break, so I'm not gonna be jumping here on the live. But I'll be back Friday for a writing session. And yeah, we'll kick some ass. So we'll see how this goes, how this channel grows. We'll figure out more and more stuff. But let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to help you guys mix something, like what instrument you guys are struggling with, and then I'll make a little chart based on what we got to work on, and we'll kick ass from there. And hopefully next time you hear this song, it's gonna be on this past year's discography. So with that said, peace out, guys. Like, subscribe, share the video. Love you guys. I'm out of here. I keep reaching for my phone. Like I want to turn off the stream on my phone, but I know that's not possible. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday.